What's going on, guys? Welcome to Alicante vlog number 3. Familiar views right now because I've literally just done the outro to the last vlog and now we're back in. So we're T-minus 5 minutes away from Titan Fitness. It is currently 11:15 in the morning. Check-in's done. Morning meal in. And we're off to train posterior. So this will look a little different to my usual session because we're going to make it a little bit more female specific today. Just have a bit of fun with it. Wellness program engaged. So the plan of action is follow a little bit closer to Ellie's session today. You don't have a posterior though, do you? No, but like essentially what would be a female posterior session and what would align more with what Ellie would do on holidays. So, no, I won't go through what we're doing right now, but I'll essentially show you and talk you through it later, I think. Will I just say it, what we're doing? Will I?
Just put clips in.
Yeah, just put clips in. Anyways, 3 ham curl, 2 glute drive, 2 hip extension, 2 abduction, 1 drop set. So second set's gonna involve a drop set. Then we're on the back, 3 lat pull down, 2 row, and then else we're gonna have to throw biceps in because my biceps do need to improve. You're not doing biceps? You don't need big biceps. Oh, right. Well, yeah. That's what we're doing. Els might do something different then. Okay, so we're at the top of Santa Barbara. And what you're about to see is what I'm about to see for the first time. And that is the view from the top. Let's go have a look. Shit. Wow. That is the beach that we were on the other day, guys. Scenes. Tell you what, you wouldn't get this in Galway, would you? No offence to Galway. Okay. This does look like something we should not be putting into our bodies, guys. Guess which one's mine? Both. Well, half a both, because we were both going for this and we were like, this just looks ridiculous. The cinnamon roll looks wild. So we got one of both and we're gonna half it. I think the best way to do this, Els, is eat half of one and then just swap plates. I don't know, will we... My concern for doing that is that I think the middle of it is gonna like separate and then we're, you know, whatever. Right. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna get stuck in. We've been good on the food so far, so this is well deserved. Okay, we went with the cut, and that's been absolutely fine. Now, I think we have to go Biscoff first. I'll tell you why. Because
I don't even like cinnamon rolls.
our appetite, our sensations are gonna be at their peak now. And if we wait, we might not appreciate it as much. Do you want me to just separate that? I'll just like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. No problem, no problem. Loss. Alright, gang, It's 2 days later. We're on our final day of the trip. I didn't vlog a single iota yesterday. I might have grabbed a few small little videos on my phone, such as where we went for dinner last night. It was very, very cool. I'll put that up here. But yeah, so trip is coming to a close now. I took a rest day yesterday from the gym and we had a bit of a slow morning. I actually slept in for the first time in the holiday until like 7:30, and then it was just into check-ins. Then we actually went into town, had a brunch. It was very, very good. I got a turkey club and also some extra bread with like peanut butter, banana, blueberries. Sick, really fucking good stuff. Then we went out for an early dinner and we were actually home quite early last night. Just a chill day. We did a bit of shopping during the day as well, so we left all our shopping till now. Funny enough story actually, we were going out last night and I was like to Ellie, I had a pair of white long trousers that I wanted to wear, and a white shirt, and I was like, can we have a white day? Like, let's just wear white. Sorry mate. So we did that, and when I put the trousers on, I was like, you can see me jocks, because I didn't really realise until that point, I think every pair of jocks I have is black. So I wear like the Nike and Calvin Klein black jocks, and I think I've only wore them like the last 2-3 years. Nothing else, like legit nothing else. So I had to walk into town yesterday evening with my jocks showing through my trousers. I went into Zara, got a new pair of like cream ones. Apparently that's what you need. White ones will actually show through them. You need them like as close to your skin colour as you can get. And then I was going to go into the changing rooms and put them on there. The queues were wild for the changing rooms, and it was like 10 minutes until we were going for dinner. I walked in, Ellie got an Uber in because she wasn't feeling amazing, and but I got into the restaurant that we were at. I had to go to the toilet and put them on. I felt like I was on a first date and trying to impress someone, is what I said to Ellie. But no, it was very funny, very fucking funny. And yeah, dinner was amazing last night. They're actually really small portions, but the experience was everything. I'm on the way to a gym now. It's just a local gym. It's like 2 minutes away. I'm just dropping in to get a Monster. I hope that they do day passes. If not, I'm gonna have to go down to Titan. I don't really want to because I want to get back and help with the cleanup. Okay, so Pump has been acquired from Fitnessland. It's a fine gym, like obviously nothing on Titan, just your average commercial gym, but pretty clean. 1 or 2 nice machines, but you know, more than enough for what's literally a 2-minute walk from the Airbnb. So yeah, I actually planned to train there quite a bit because we thought Titan was further away, and it was actually after the first night here when we were getting an Uber home that I noticed that I saw Titan on the way home, and I was like 2 minutes away from the Airbnb in the Uber, and I was like, fuck, right, okay, we can definitely make that work on a regular basis. I planned to go to Titan like once, but I ended up going 4 times over the course of the week. You can get like a €50 week pass, but I didn't know if I would go more than 3 times, and it's 15 quid in, so I didn't bother. I ended up spending 60 on 4 days. Not a big deal. It would have been 75 today though if I went there. I still spent 70 because it was a tenner in there. But yeah, so today I hit like delts and arms with a little bit of a modification. So today is the day I'm supposed to hit delts and arms, but I hit push on Sunday instead of Monday, and I felt like I could go and hit some or put some extra stimulus into my chest. So I just added their flat chest press in, partially because when I'm away I want to try shit out, and I added some dips in. So in total I did 3 sets of single arm lateral raises with a cable, set up at like hand height to bias to lengthen position, 2 sets of dumbbell shoulder press, 2 sets of flat chest press, 2 sets of dips, and then I did 4 sets of biceps, 4 sets of triceps. So it was 2 preacher, 2 behind the body cable curl, 2 push down, 2 overhead extension, short and lengthen positions, and then I finished off with 2 sets of lateral raises with dumbbells, high reps, and a drop set actually on that. So all in all, I'm looking at 7 sets of delts, 4 sets of chest, 4 sets of biceps, 4 sets of triceps. I mean, how perfect is that before you head home? We're back at the Airbnb now, like that's literally how long it took. And I'll chat to you in a bit. What's good, guys? We are back. We're like having one more walk here through, I guess you can call it the strip. Promenade, whatever. We've just had some lovely brunch. I picked up Turkish eggs. It's like a yogurt called labne. It was only 2 eggs, some sourdough, chili oil, and basil leaves. Was considering getting another bout of protein in, but the yogurt was actually quite thick, and I reckon I got a good chunk of protein in from that too. So there's probably about 30 grams of yogurt there, or protein.
White chocolate. Coconut. Coffee. Kit Kat. What the fuck?
Lotus over there.
Oh my god, they have so many.
Ooh. Anyways, we shall not. Because before we leave, one more time, we're gonna get some Gricos. Yeah, Gricos. We went to this frozen yogurt place once, very fucking good, and we will go one more time. So that'll be the last thing we do before we leave here. Where are we going? We're literally just trying to waste some time. Get some sun in. Have a little walk down by the beach again or some shit like that. And take it all in for one more time. When we get to the airport, I do have some work to do, so check in. I've got video to edit, or to put the videos up to edit on the flight. And then, what else? There's something else. Some fucking else. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk to you one more time and give you all my best tips for managing the holiday. If you are looking to keep somewhat in check. Alright guys, here we are. Frozen yogurt, raspberries, blueberries, dark chocolate sauce and cacao nibs. Yes. So this is just my yogurt meal from home, basically. Oh, it's oh, that literally freezes on it.
Is it good?
That's bang on.
We have mine.
She couldn't wait for the picture.
Oh, it was dripping, so I just said, let's fucking go, boys.
This is it now. This is our last bit of fun forever. Until next year's holiday. Bring on Marbs 2027. No carbs until that.
Right, bye, guys.
As you can see, we are back in the homeland. We're back in the office and back to work. Okay, so it is 2 days since the end of the Alicante trip. It was honestly a fucking phenomenal trip. My plan was to chat to you a little bit in the airport. That unfortunately didn't happen because I spent so long trying to get damn good Wi-Fi for check-ins. I literally ended up getting one check-in done and I was like, fuck this, I can't do it. It just couldn't be done. So, and I actually remember seeing Alan when Al was in Alicante coming back giving out about the Wi-Fi in the airport. So if you are a coach or simply if you've got other work to do on your laptop and you're coming from Alicante, do not be relying on the airport Wi-Fi. Also, the mobile data didn't work in the airport. It was kind of like, you know, if you go to like a big match or something like that, if you go to a big match, if you go to like Old Trafford or you go to Croke Park sometimes and it's mad busy, you know, there's just so many people using their phones, it just does not work. Even if you've got fucking 5G and full bars, it just doesn't work. So that was a bit of a pain. We got home at, I want to say like 10:30, and I was back in the gym at 6 a.m. the next morning for PTs. Right, the important info, right? The important information. What weight did I come back at? So as the holiday went on, I, to be honest, ate a little bit more and ate a little bit more and ate a little bit more and gave myself more and more leeway. I was at all times listening to my body. Okay, I was at all times listening to my body. If I felt like I'd eaten too much, I was like, right, won't eat so much now. Like we went and got cinnamon buns I got a Biscoff cinnamon bun and I got just a normal cinnamon bun and split it with Ellie. And after that then I just had whey paste instead of like my yogurt bowl because I was just pulling some calories back, just keeping the protein where it needed to be. I was doing small things like that, just keeping everything as it should be. And if I wasn't too hungry, I was eating a little bit less, etc., etc. So I was listening to my body a lot, but I was having a lot of nice food. Right? I came back, I left, I should say first, at 76 kilos on the money. The morning after I came back, so I got home at whatever, 10 o'clock in the evening, I weighed in at 76.1 kilos. So after a week of genuinely going out for a meal every single evening, having usually a 3-course meal, sometimes we share the starters, I don't think we shared the dessert at all. Had a dessert every night. Cinnamon buns, fucking big frozen yogurt yolks, 5 guys during the day, whatever. I came back 0.1 kilo up. Okay, now how did I do this? Like, you know, what did I do and what are my recommendations for you going on holidays? Okay, so number one, my output was pretty damn high. Okay, there wasn't a day we did less than 17,000 steps. Granted, there wasn't a day we did more than 21,000. So I was between 17 to 20,000 every single day. Output was high. I trained pretty frequently, I should say. I think I trained 5 times while I was over there. So I trained Thursday, trained Friday, trained Sunday, trained Monday, trained Wednesday. Yeah, 5 times over 7 days. So obviously that helps, but it doesn't burn that many calories, right? That was more so because I just fucking love training. But outside of that, right, I had a pretty set meal plan structure while I was there. So before I went to the gym every single day,
I had cream of rice meal, okay? I had a slightly smaller cream of rice meal than I have for my normal pre-training meal. Why? Because I already had enough fuel in me from the nights before. I just wanted to have a meal that meant I wasn't hungry whilst I was training. So I had like 20 grams less cream of rice, okay? I had 80 gram servings rather than 100 gram servings. Okay, having carbs in me was never going to be the issue when I was going training. I was always going to have enough there. Post training, I had, I think more or less every day, 2 bagels and 300 grams of either turkey, ham, or chicken. Okay, that was very consistent. And then I usually had in the evening like a yogurt and whey bowl with some fruits. All right, as you would have seen. They were like the staples. Okay, they brought me every single day. I was around 1,600 to 2,000 calories before I went out. My how much food I'm taking in on a day today now is 3,450. So I generally had around 1,400 to 1,600 calories when I was going out for dinner. But I was definitely going a good bit above that, okay? Because, starter, main course, dessert, had a glass of wine every night, had 1 or 2 cocktails on some nights. Output, consistency in them meals across the day. Where I see most people going wrong, some people are actually really lazy on holidays, lads. You're not walking around enough. Go out, walk places that, instead of getting Ubers or getting taxis to places, just don't be lazy, and get a look in at everything that's around you. Enjoy the scenery and walk. That's one thing. Another thing is like all of the small, bits adding up, okay? So I say this if you are someone that is actually looking to stay relatively on track for the long term, whether that's a gaining phase, a fat loss phase, or whatnot. Obviously, the expectations and the requirements are going to be different for every person, dependent on the phase, but also dependent on how much food you can take in. Okay, you might have more or less leeway in that regard. So the big thing is when people are just like eating crisps in between meals, getting big bags of Lay's, eating loads of gelato throughout the day, and then having your 3 meals, having your dessert after the meal, having loads of pints throughout the day. It's going to catch up, guys. That's where people can end up 5, 6, 7, 8 kilos heavier coming home. I have had clients come home from holidays 7, 8 kilos heavier, and it's from just taking the piss. Okay, so if you are looking to stay pretty much on track, or I won't say damage limitations because I think that's a negative way to look at, focusing on your health in general. But if you're looking to go and enjoy yourself and find your balance, what I'll say is continue to train. Anchor training, anchor it to your day. Okay, that way you're going to have, a certain meal before, maybe a certain meal afterwards. Stay active throughout the day. Don't be fucking lazy. And then just have set meals with your day. It's not much more complicated than that. Okay, you don't have to go and have a meal out for breakfast, lunch and dinner, Lay's crisps, fucking gelato throughout the day, sit poolside for the day. Doesn't have to happen. Okay, you can go and enjoy yourself. And by the way, I am so happy with the holiday. I just had, we had one of the best holidays ever. Stress relief was fucking massive. I enjoyed every aspect of the holiday. And I was able to eat loads and loads and loads of nice food. I think I had 1 burger on a holiday, 2 pizzas, curries. I had I don't know how many gelatos in the evening for dessert. I had Biscoff cheesecake. I don't know how many other Biscoff things I had, but I've documented and highlighted a few of them along the way. Okay, so that is how I managed the holiday, how I managed it well, how I came back in essentially the same position. And by the way, today, I don't think I mentioned it, I'm 75.9 kilos, so I'm now lighter than I was before I went on holiday. Some of that may be to do with stress reduction, okay? Because I was pretty stressed since maybe 8 weeks out from my shows. I definitely didn't lose a lot of that in the post window. As you've seen, recovery has been hard. There's been a lot of stress on my body, so potentially there's some of that in there too. But yeah, guys, okay, that is the end of the Alicante vlogs. Back to normal routines as we speak. Check-ins for Friday, the 31st of July, are just boxed off. Actually, I just got one late one in there, so I will be doing that. But training is done for today. So first session back was today. Yesterday was a rest day. Upper body session in. It was grand. I won't say it was the most amazing session where we got the most progress. We got progress, or we maintained. And now we can just continue growing. We don't have to worry about dieting back down for a few weeks because we're after fucking putting on too much additional body fat, and now we have to diet down so that we can elongate this gaining phase. We just keep it fucking moving. We get to keep it moving. That's where we are now, guys. Okay, if you've watched this far, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.